Hey everybody, thanks again for taking the time to listen to me rant and rave about the things that I think about on a daily basis, in and out of my mind. Again, Luke Lucchini, giving you some insight on how my mind works as far as restaurants and retail and leadership go. Behind me is an original painting by a young man that used to work for our company. Absolutely stellar young man when it came to hospitality and sales, and he had this background in painting that he just enjoyed. He's actually moved up to Philly to explore that opportunity. But what it reminded me of when I saw this painting, this is new to the restaurant. We have a few in here as well throughout, but we've added some new offerings from him. What it reminded me was the day that he first delivered his paintings to the restaurant right before we opened. The look on his face, the emotion that he was feeling, I couldn't help but just enjoy the moment to see that huge smile and the energy that was coming from him. It was huge. So when I saw this painting today, it was just a reminder to me that emotion is directly tied to memory and experience, right? You remember the saddest days in your life, the worst thing that could have happened to you, but you also remember the most joyous occasions. I know off the top of my head, the best server that I've ever had. I remember his name. I remember what he looked like. I remember the bottle of wine that he sold to my wife and I. I remember the worst server I've ever had. Don't remember his name, but I know exactly where I was, where I was sitting, and what went wrong. Consequently, had a poor experience at a host stand when I was out with my wife a few days ago. We walked into the restaurant, greeted the young man who was working the host stand. Could have been the manager on duty, could have been the host, could have been a server that was just filling in. I don't really know. We said, "Hey, how are you?" And he responded with something to the effect of, "Well, I'm not awful." Unfortunately, I will never forget that moment. The server that we had was amazing. She knew exactly what she was talking about top to bottom. She understood the menu, she understood the food, she understood the drinks. She was having a good time. Whether she was busy or slow, I couldn't even tell, just because she was in the moment with us. And she made up tremendously for that young man. But I will never forget that experience at the host stand. I will never forget the best server I ever had and the worst server I ever had. So keep that in mind when you are affecting your shifts, how you are performing, how you're behaving, how you're interacting with your guests and your employees, the people that are there to enjoy the experience. Drive it. It's your responsibility to create an experience. Link experience with memory, and you will get return guests as long as they have a great time. Keep that in mind. Please build and build and build relationships with your clients and your guests and your customers, and they will return tenfold because they have a great experience. Amazing food and beverage can be gotten at many places, but a great experience is a whole different ballgame. We are fortunate in the restaurant group that I work for that we have a great chef who delivers unbelievable food on the regular. We have some amazing bartenders that knock it out of the park regularly. Do we have a perfect staff? No, but we're trying. And what we will never stop trying to do is get better. Be better than the folks down the street. Be better than we were yesterday. Just be better than we were. So I'm reaching out to you and reminding you, do what you can to be better than you were yesterday, and try and deliver a brand new experience, have some fun with some people, and get them to come back and see you. Again, my name is Luke Lucchini. I thank you so much for your time. You can follow me on Instagram at Luke_Lucchini. You can email me if you've got any questions, anything that you want me to blab about or talk about personally. I'm more than happy to. LukeLucchini@gmail.com, LukeLucchini. Thank you again for all your time. I look forward to speaking with you sometime in person, helping out any way I can. Feel free to reach out to me. Have a great night. Thank you so much for your time.